This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
J-Mac, how did Tom Brady make you better?
I would say just competing against him every day. I mean, that guy is the definition of greatness. The preparation he puts in, excellence he approaches the game with, his ability to go out there and get things right the first time around. When you compete against that, you got to bring your A game every day, and the intensity that he brings to work, whether that's the meeting rooms, whether that's practice. It's Tom Brady. When you go up against him, you know if you don't deliver your best, he's going to embarrass you.
This morning I asked Flo, I was like, how hard is it to confuse Tom Brady? He was like, you can't. Like, you can't confuse Tom Brady. But when you go out there, you can obviously do your best, right? So kind of that, can you explain kind of that preparation for me when you're going up against him?
Yeah, I mean, he's seen 2 decades of defenses. I remember I got a chance to play for Dick LeBeau in Tennessee, and he would stand in front of the room, and when we talk about fire zones, he would say, well, when I first created this defense, or he'd say, I played against or I've watched every single player that's ever come across the NFL. Now, obviously, Tom's not to that point yet, but a guy that has seen that much football, it's very hard to confuse him. But it's up to us as a defense to not make it easy on them, give them different looks, and do things that you possibly can make them uncomfortable. So that's what we're going to prepare to do all week, and when we get out there Sunday, we have to execute it.
Jim, if I could follow up on that. Historically, the Dolphins have 27 interceptions against Brady, the most by any NFL team. You've been around him. Is it more anticipating what he could do, or is it a mistake that he could commit to come up with that pick?
I mean, he's human, so there's going to be times where you may get a chance to make a play. I think when you've reached his level of success, it just doesn't happen often. And it's up to you as a defense that if those opportunities do present themselves, you have to take advantage of them. So whether that's just making a play, him making a good decision, but you just going out there maybe out-fighting somebody for the ball to come down with it, maybe you confuse them on a certain play, you were able to get them. It's a football game, so you still have to go out there and play on Sunday. So we don't want to go into the game thinking like, oh, it's going to be impossible to make a play against this guy. We have to go out there and execute well, and when our plays and our opportunities happen, we have to take advantage of them.
Did you work at all at corner today, or are you still at safety?
Do you guys get to watch practice?
Only the first 10 minutes.
Oh, we don't know.
If you had to play corner again, obviously you've done it all your life. It must be like putting on a shoe.
Oof.
But is there any adjustment just because you've been at safety entirely for the last 6 weeks?
Man, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody compare playing cornerback in the NFL to putting on a shoe.
It'd be
But
far harder for me, but you're a natural at it.
Definitely an adjustment. You guys, you've watched and you've studied this game for a long time. What a cornerback has to do versus what a safety has to do is drastically different. The play in and play out ability to match somebody at the line of scrimmage, run with them down the field, make a play on the ball versus being able to stand back there and survey the whole field, communication, 2 totally different positions. So definitely somebody has to move from corner to safety or safety to corner, any position. If you're moving to guard to tackle, if you're moving to different positions, it's always going to be an adjustment and a different set of thinking that goes into the position.
What might you tell a youngster, especially a rookie, like Javon Holland, about the mindset, approach, pregame, in-game, that he might want to keep in mind when facing a legend, an icon, someone he's seen on TV?
Don't make the moment bigger than what it is. At the end of the day, it's still a football game, and Javon's a guy asking questions during the week, during the game, on the sideline, and he already has the right approach to the game, and he's had the right approach for the past 4 weeks, and I would tell him to continue to prepare and do the things he's been doing since the start of the season. You go against Tom, maybe you want to prepare a little harder. I'm not going to tell you not to do that, but just continue to approach the game the same way he has. Work on your disguises, work on different things, watch film, just prepare the same way. Don't make the moment any bigger than what it is. It's a football game, and we want to go out there and execute to win.
Talking about the young players and the young things, like you were saying, what have you told the guys that are in the locker room with you about this game? Because maybe we can think as media that guys are more motivated to play against Tom Brady, the champions, and all of that. What do you say to them?
Man, I don't even think for us as a team right now and as an organization, it's a focus on Tampa Bay or Tom Brady. But we've just lost 3 straight games. So I think regardless of who's on our schedule for this week, it's very important that we have a sense of urgency to go out there and get a win on Sunday because we've been on the wrong side of the score for the past 3 weeks, and that's not a good feeling. And we know in this league it's about production and it's about wins and losses. So just for us as a team and as an organization, we want to do everything we possibly can, regardless who's on the other side of the field, to make sure we come out of Sunday with a victory.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.